Hey there, Mario Karters and Frenzy fans.
Welcome to our channel where we talk about the races in ranked this week, the points potential we have, and the ticket transactions that might help you out.
So we hope the first couple videos that we ended up putting out last week helped you out a little bit for last week's ranked. Let us know how you did if you got first. We ended up getting first place last night in the cat tour. Thank goodness the cat tour is over.
So weird.
This tour we get the Peach versus Daisy tour where all the players pick a team to be on and then you collect coins, and at the end of the tour you're gonna, depending on what team wins and which one you picked, you get some coins and some rubies. So we ended up picking to be on Team Peach. We're anticipating it being that team being the winner. Last time.
Last time I wanted a free Luigi ticket, so I chose Team Luigi, but everybody in the world chose Team Mario, so Team Luigi got our butts kicked. So this time I figured a majority of the world will choose Team Peach because she's one of the more popular characters. Therefore, they'll get more tokens. Therefore, I'll get more rubies and more coins.
Yeah, so we'll see how that works. Maybe we just always pick the losing team. We'll find out though. So anyway, like many of you guys, it's always interesting the first day of a new tour, right? To see what your ranked opponents are like. And so here looks like everyone's pretty much played. Yep, everyone except for myself. Everyone's played at least one of the races, and all these guys have played all three. Granted, these scores probably aren't going to stick throughout the whole week, but it's kind of good to just get a gauge to see what people's loadouts are and compare to see what our points potential are with our current loadouts, to find out if it's a week where, you know, we think we can maybe shoot for first, or, you know, for example, if there was someone that had like 95,000 points or something on the very first day, it's like, oh, I don't know, let's go through the calculator and see if it'll work. If it doesn't, then maybe it's a week where, you know, you aim for 6th or something, where you get the max amount of rewards, but tier down to hopefully get a little bit easier ranked next week. So anyway, looking at these ones, it looks like everyone's, you know, fairly evenly distributed. So we're going to take a look and see what my current loadout is and how close, just with things, all my items at their current levels, how they are going to match up and against my current competition. So if you guys aren't familiar with the tool over here on the right, it's just a little Excel or Google Sheets workbook that I put together. The first tab is just some instructions on how to use it. I've gone through and filled out my current loadout. So for this first, we got the RMX Choco Island 2. Thank goodness I've got a high-end driver or two. They're both at level 1, so we're going to see if I need to level them up. But based on my current loadout, we've got, probably use Wedding Peach. I don't have a high-end Kart, but I do fortunately have a couple high-end gliders. So we've got driver at level 1, base points of 800. I would use a mid-shelf Kart, and what you do there is you don't, I mean, you'd pick just essentially level 0 in order for the math to work out. But I would pick the Kart that has the most base points. And then both of these guys, well, I would pick the level 2. What is this guy's name? I don't use him very much. The Bright Glider. I think it's like my first high-end glider when I started playing back in around Easter last year. So I ended up playing this course, not in ranked, but over here, there's another instance of the course. Ended up playing it a few times, and I anticipate probably being able to get about 100 actions, and I don't know, I'm just kind of guessing around 50, 52 bonus points per action. So I can probably anticipate with with, like a good nonstop combo run and 2 frenzies, hopefully coin frenzies, that should get me around like 13,000 points.
Yeah, and with this calculator, remember that all the calculations and all the math on the back end is based off of you getting first place. So if you get second or third place, these numbers are going to be wrong. So pretty much don't settle for that. Race till you get first.
Yeah, and that's largely dependent on what your player level is. So right now I'm at player level 139. So for first place, I'd get 5,780 points. So we'll go ahead and move on to, second race. So we got Yoshi Circuit R. Again, I'm anticipating. So I've actually played this course before, and the best score that I've gotten on this one, it was when I had a race that had exactly 100 actions, and it ended up working out to be about 52 points per bonus points per action. So we're gonna keep the same. I don't know that I grinded it as much. I don't know that it was a ranked course the last time, but it's a good starting point. And so probably going to be going with, since we're on Team Peach, we'd be picking Peach here. I've got her at level 6 and maxed out at 675. And then I also have the Mach 8 at level 6 and 366. So 2 supers now. And here I've got a couple level 1 gliders, level 4, level 5, and level 6. So I think what I'm going to do initially here is I'm going to try it out with the level 6. That's just at the base points of 330. So here I can anticipate getting probably about 19,000 points based on the 100 actions and about 52 bonus points per action. So then this takes us to Bowser's Castle 2T, where I'm excited about this race because my boy Dry Bones Gold.
Oh, I love him so much. I just wish he was a little fatter and could pick up more coins.
Yeah, he's a tiny guy. He kind of reminds me, he's like the size of the baby drivers.
Right. I like him when he's on like a huge like 4-wheeling cart.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, you're like, man, you're too slim.
Yeah. So anyway, we got him at level 5 and double points uncapped. So base level points of 1190. So we'll use him, and then my favorite cart of the entire game, the Gilded King.
At some point in time, we will post the video of the recording of when Neil actually pulled this.
It was pretty fun.
It was
an adrenaline rush.
Yeah,
I was so excited. When I first saw it for the first time, I was like, oh, that is the sickest looking cart in the entire game. I've got to have it.
And when he gets excited, he screams like a girl, and it's the cutest thing ever.
Yeah. Okay, so level 5 and double uncapped to 595 points. So we'll definitely be using him. And then here, we've got a level 4 super glider as well as a level 3 high-end glider. So I'm going to assume that the higher level one is going to give me the more points. So we've got a level 4, 366. So my calculator is saying I can get probably around like 34,000 points based off of 175 actions. But due to the fact that it's a T course and that I've got my cart at level 5 and high end, so there's like all these extra like bonus points multipliers and all that stuff, I'm anticipating getting about 65 bonus points per action. I wouldn't be surprised if I got closer to 70 or maybe a little over 70, but just
That's
for
awesome.
the calculator, I'm going to say, just to be able to gauge, probably 65.
And it's a trick course, so you'll be able to hold your combo longer.
Exactly. Yeah.
It'll increase that percentage or that point.
So 33,000 is what I predict there. And so if you go to this last tab here, and taking a look at all 4 courses, look at that. Almost right on the dot. 66,001 points is what I would anticipate being able to get here. And so looking back, so I'm like right smack in the dab in the middle of like first place and second place right now. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and try and shoot for first. I don't think it's completely out of reach. Granted, people are going to be leveling stuff up and grinding, but I can do that too.
Yeah. And kind of the strategy with this calculator too, right? Is go through your current loadout, plug everything in, and just see how you're going to fare based off of your current thing. Then you can start budgeting appropriately. You can say, ooh, I thought I was going to use this glider. Let me see what happens when I use this one, or if I level this guy up. So we're going to kind of go through that as well. But this initial run through, just plug everything in how you feel like you would naturally run it and see where you land in your ranked.
Yeah. So to kind of go through a little example, we're going to take Yoshi Circuit R. So I'm going to go back to this tab right here where we've got Yoshi Circuit R. And we're going to go ahead and go with Peach. And here's an interesting thing. So here's kind of one of the strategy things that I think we need to discuss, and we're interested to hear what you guys think. If you guys have a similar situation, go ahead and comment. Let us know your thoughts and what you ended up leveling up. So here, I originally assumed that the shell parachute, level 6, it's the highest level one. I should probably use it, but it's only at 330 base points. Well, what would happen if I ended up using the strawberry donut? It's at level 4, which is 2 levels lower, but it's a high end and is single uncapped, right?
And yeah, more points.
And so what we can do here is we can change this guy to the high end, move him to level 4, and then his base points are 490. So what I did was I ended up typing in the cell below a previously calculated expected score. So before, when it was just the other glider, 19,207 with Strawberry Donut, with the same run, I get 19,187. So 20 points difference. Yeah. So pretty much negligible.
Negligible. That's like one coin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
or like an extra mini turbo boost.
Yeah,
or something,
totally.
Right?
Yeah.
Like it's not gonna, most likely isn't going to make or break, getting from first to second.
Absolutely. So it's interesting though that a level 4 high end at 490 is equivalent to a super at level 6. Like that's kind of cool.
With no
yeah.
With not being points uncapped. So let's go back real quick and let's just see with this guy. Well, let's say hypothetically, it looks like in this course I'm needing an extra, a few hundred or like maybe 1,000 points. Like what could we do? What's going to make more sense points wise for the cost of the tickets, right? The ticket per ticket transaction. What's going to give us the most efficient points in the course for using the least amount of tickets, or like the easiest tickets to part with, I guess, right?
Yeah, which is the case in this scenario because the calculator is predicting that you're going to get about 66,000. The person in first place right now already has 67, and you can expect that naturally over the week those points are going to go higher. So we know that you need more points.
Yeah. So, interesting thing here with the Strawberry Donut is if you have the gold pass this week, you end up getting a free Strawberry Donut. Well, it's not free. It's one of the prizes from Gold Pass, right? So you can get a Strawberry Donut, and this would make me going from level 4 to level 5, which is usually 2 tickets. It would only cost me 1 ticket, right? So this is kind of like, oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Only 1 ticket to get to level 5. So let's see if we move this to level 5 and 490 points. Okay, so now I can expect to get probably about like 500 more points. 19,677. Okay. Well, let's go back to doing this guy. We can't, this week, we can't get him up any further in the levels. You can only get up to level 6.
Did you guys hear the news though? Next tour, they're starting to allow all these ones that are level 6 to be up to level 7. So,
oh my goodness. What is this world coming to?
I was so happy that I reached like the pinnacle. I'm like, yes, I did it.
We're finally getting some good stuff, and now everyone's going to be set back. And
it's like when you graduate middle school and you think you're the coolest, and then you realize, oh wait, crap, I still have to go to high school.
All right. So if we were to single points cap unlock this guy, we've got 9 tickets, so it'd only take 1 ticket to get him to 366. Oh, wait. Actually, shoot. I want to compare it to, what was it? 19677, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to record that. So 19677 is the value that we're going to put there. Because we want to compare what the high-end glider at level 5, that's going to be our baseline that we want to compare to now. So 6 at 366, I'm 254 points shy. But if I were to double uncap them, which would take 6 of my 9 tickets, at 408, look at that. 2 points difference.
So summarize that. It's either going to be...
So a high-end glider at level 5 and single points uncapped is identical to a super at level 6, double points uncapped.
That's cool.
Okay. So now it comes down to, well, what's the value of 6 points uncapped tickets, 6 super points uncapped tickets versus essentially 1 high-end ticket? What's rarer, right? Well, interesting thing about this tour, you got to take a look and see what next week's ranked is going to be. So, if you go back over here, next week rank is obviously going to be the Daisy Cup because it's Peach versus Daisy. If you go to Daisy Hills and you pick a driver and Kart, well, look at this. We've got the shell parachute again.
This is what we call, in our household, a double feature.
So where you've got one item that's shared across 2 courses in that tour's ranked mode. Whether the item is in the same weeks ranked or if it's over the 2 different weeks ranked. Essentially, you're spending the same amount of tickets, but you're doubling the amount of points that you can gain over 2 different courses with just the spending of those tickets, right? So the thing is in this one, I've also got a level 4 high-end glider at 490 points.
So part of what the double feature assessment is, it only really counts as a double feature if you're truly going to use it in more than one race, right?
Exactly. So if this was like a level 6,
there's no way you would use a
double
super...
uncapped? Yeah, no, it would be a waste to...
Yeah, so it's not a double feature in that case.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we have to clarify here is the shell glider a true double feature, which is what the calculator will help us do.
Yeah, and so since we had, in the other one, we had the strawberry donut at level 4, 490 points.
Yeah.
It's the same scenario. So in order to be able to max the points yield from both of these courses, I could now either spend 1 ticket on the strawberry donut, and then I'd have to spend 2 high-end tickets on the butterfly sunset, or I could spend 6 points uncapped tickets for the super, and get the same points output for 2 courses. So it's now, what's worth more to me? 6 super points uncapped tickets or 3 high-end level tickets?
I would say 3 high-end level tickets are worth way more, so hold on to those.
But your guys' I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's talk about it in the comments, because you only get points uncapped tickets for gliders once every 3 weeks. Essentially, right?
Yep.
And that's if you can get, first or second place, then or third, then do you get multiple of the tickets?
But check out how many. Oopsie, I clicked on the wrong thing. Show them the loadout for that guy. I feel like as far as... Okay, I guess it's not as cool as I thought. But...
It's just a super.
But as far as supers, I feel like this is one of the more common supers that pops up more frequently. But that might just be my brain.
Yeah, so out of all the courses, there are 3 trick tracks and 2 normal tracks, and then just 1 R track. Turns out that the 1 R track that supposedly isn't as common in ranked is one of the ranked courses this week. So... I mean, I don't know. I'm probably going to go with leveling up this guy just because the 6 tickets, I've already got 9. I haven't been using a whole lot, I guess, of those tickets. And
For sure.
For me, I just kind of think that the value of the high-end tickets is a little bit better. So, but if you disagree, feel free to state your argument in the comments, and we'd love
Yeah. We're still learning.
to consider your guys' opinion. So anyway, yeah. Okay, so let's go back to this week's. So if we were to pursue the option of keeping the super glider at level 6 and double points uncapping it. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is, this was, I think, originally, just for my current loadout, I think it was like 207, right?
Mm-hmm. That looks right.
Okay, so I'd get about 450, 500 extra points by taking care of the glider. Now, I don't have Peach points cap unlocked, and I've got 18 tickets there, right? So I could get her up to 675.
I feel like that's a no-brainer.
Which would give me 1,000 more points, coupled with what I would do with the glider.
Yep.
Or if I were to take her double on cap, it'd be about 1,600 points. So those are some options of, what I could do if I was feeling like, based on the competition, I needed to get an extra 1,000 or 1,500, maybe 2,000 points, based on the scores that. So, for example, this guy, he's got 24,000 in there. So if I'm at, 19, I'm probably going to need to get as high of a score as I possibly can. This guy's at 18, so second place is only 18. Third place, 26. But maybe I'm selling myself short, because look, here we've got this guy, pretty much the same loadout as mine. A 6, I think that's 6. And double uncapped for the glider and the driver.
Yeah. That's the point of it too. Like, part of this calculator, right? Like, you want to go in and do, like, your base calculations, and then you want to go race it a couple times and just see, like, what you're actually getting as far as the points, like the actions and the
bonus points per action. Yeah.
There we go.
Because if I can get 25 more actions, which is like 25% more actions, that puts me up in the 24,000 range. So I don't know. Maybe I'm selling myself short on the 100 actions, but let us know in the comments what you guys think. What are you using for your predicted actions and bonus points actions here? And what did you end up getting when you raced the race? So anyway, if we come back over here with that loadout, so now taking a look at all 3 races combined, now I'm at 67,600, and in a hypothetical world where nobody else races anymore or can beat their own scores, if 67,278 is what I need to beat, then I could technically get first place with minimal ticket usage.
Yeah.
I anticipate that I'm probably going to have to level up some players here, but depending on how many points I can get in Bowser's Castle with this coin box guy, I may not need to. So I usually only focus on one race for a couple of days and see, grind the heck out of it till I'm comfortable with the amount of like max points I can get out of it. And then if I do that over 2 races, then by the 3rd race, say I only need like, it's Monday night or something, and say I only need 6,000 points in order to be able to clinch first, then I don't spend any tickets on any of these guys. I can do just fine without. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, and we'll post a video at the end of the week with how we actually fare. But yeah, we're going to put the link to the calculator in the comments. If you guys don't have it yet, go ahead and download it. It'll force you to make a copy of it. So log into your Google account. You'll use it in Google Sheets. But go through the original calculations and let us know what it's calculating for you. What are you expected to get? Who's first place? We kind of geek out over the number stuff, so let us know. And also, remember to subscribe to our channel, because we will be doing these frequently, and we'll release more tools in the future too, so you don't want to miss out on those.
All right, so hope you enjoyed this little video.
And may the frenzies be forever in your favor.